The city that never sleeps is no stranger to the presence of icons, yet there are specific moments when its bustling energy shifts, drawing the collective gaze of the world to a single individual navigating its historic grid. On a quiet Monday afternoon, the heavy heat of early summer settled over the cobblestone paths of Greenwich Village, an area long celebrated for its bohemian heritage and quiet tree-lined residential sanctuaries. Walking through the crowded sidewalks of this historic neighborhood, a familiar figure captivated onlookers with an effortless grace that seemed to command time itself to slow down. Dressed with a deceptively simple elegance, she moved with the practiced ease of someone deeply accustomed to the intense, unyielding glare of global scrutiny. A short-sleeved top accented by a vibrant yellow trim framed her casual silhouette, perfectly paired with relaxed, loose-fitting denim jeans that echoed the timeless, laid-back aesthetic of New York style. She completed the look with understated open-toed tan pumps and a matching tan purse slung securely over her right shoulder, her blonde hair parted down the middle to flow naturally past her shoulders in the gentle urban breeze. A delicate warmth of blush on her cheekbones gave her a radiant, sun-kissed glow, while a classic nude-colored satin tint on her lips rounded out an appearance that managed to be both exceptionally polished and entirely unbothered by the surrounding commotion. This single solitary stroll through Manhattan was far more than an ordinary afternoon outing for the world-renowned singer. It represented a precious, fleeting interval of solitude in a life that has recently been accelerated by monumental personal milestones and a relentless media frenzy. For those who watch closely, every detail of her appearance and every deliberate movement through the city hints at a grander narrative unfolding behind closed doors, a quiet gathering of energy before a historic celebration takes place. If you want to stay updated on every developing aspect of this unfolding story and receive exclusive insights into the lives of your favorite icons, make sure to subscribe to our channel right now so you never miss an episode. The sheer magnitude of the public fascination surrounding her every step is a testament to how deeply her journey resonates with millions across the globe, transforming a simple walk down a New York sidewalk into a subject of international conversation. This particular solo excursion stood in stark contrast to the shared public appearances that have defined her recent days in the metropolis, highlighting a temporary separation from her high-profile partner. While she was navigating the winding streets of Greenwich Village, her fiancé, the celebrated Kansas City Chiefs star, had temporarily journeyed across the country to the West Coast, drawn by the professional commitments that keep his own stellar career in perpetual motion. The athlete was spotted in Los Angeles, preparing for a highly anticipated live recording of his wildly popular podcast alongside his brother, a recently retired football legend whose own charisma matches the grand scale of the sports world. Inside the historic Orpheum Theater in Los Angeles, an electric atmosphere took hold as the two brothers took the stage for their live episode, drawing massive crowds of dedicated sports fans and entertainment enthusiasts alike. The absolute contrast between a live, high-energy theater performance on the West Coast and a quiet, solitary stroll through New York captures the unique dynamic of a modern power couple balancing immense independent careers with an intensely scrutinized shared life. Despite the thousands of miles physically separating them on that Monday afternoon, the invisible thread connecting their schedules remains entirely unbroken as they march steadily toward an impending date that has captured the imagination of the entire entertainment world. Rumors and official confirmations have slowly begun to merge into a singular, undeniable reality, revealing that the pair are actively counting down the days until they officially exchange vows and begin a new chapter of their lives together. This impending union has generated an unprecedented wave of excitement, with media outlets working tirelessly to piece together the highly classified logistics of a ceremony that promises to be one of the most significant cultural events of the decade. The couple had spent the preceding days fully immersed in the rich cultural tapestry of New York City, deliberately carving out time for intimate, low-key date nights despite the massive security apparatus that constantly shadows their movements. Just days before their temporary cross-country separation, the duo made a highly unexpected and thrilling appearance at a celebrated Broadway production titled Oh Mary, which has been taking the theater district by storm. Housed within the historic walls of the Lyceum Theater, the play stars a legendary television alumnus who's been delivering masterclass performances as Mary Todd Lincoln since early spring, drawing packed houses and critical acclaim that is scheduled to culminate in early July. Arriving quietly just after the lights and the first act commenced, the couple slipped into the theater to enjoy the production away from the immediate distraction of flashing cameras, fully engaging with the brilliant artistry unfolding on the stage. Their genuine enthusiasm for the performance was unmistakable, culminating in the singer enthusiastically jumping to her feet to lead a resounding standing ovation during the final curtain call, showcasing her deep appreciation for fellow performers. Following the conclusion of the theatrical masterpiece, the couple was granted exclusive access backstage, where they spent an extended period mingling warmly with the director and the elite cast members, sharing laughter and congratulations in the private corridors of the venue. For this special evening of arts and culture, the music icon had completely transformed her look, trading her casual daytime denim for a stunning ankle-length velvet dress in a deep dark burgundy hue that exuded old-school Hollywood glamour. Her blonde locks were elegantly gathered back into a sophisticated yet simple updo, allowing a few loose, soft strands to frame the sides of her face and highlight her classic features. Complementing the velvet masterpiece with open-toed high heels, she stood as a vision of classic romance alongside her partner, embodying a sense of celebratory joy that seemed to hint at the massive personal milestone looming just over the horizon. After leaving the theater, the pair extended their evening with a late-night dinner at a premier local establishment known as the 86 Steakhouse, indulging in a private meal together to cap off an unforgettable night in the heart of the city. This series of intimate public outings has only added fuel to the fire of public curiosity, serving as a captivating prelude to a secretive master plan that is currently being executed with military precision behind the scenes. The contrast between these highly visible dates and the extreme, unprecedented measures being implemented to protect the privacy of their upcoming wedding has created an intense atmosphere of intrigue and fascination. As the world watches her walk through Greenwich Village, the true scope of what is being prepared remains entirely hidden from view, masked by clever diversions and absolute institutional silence. Every element of their current life represents a fascinating study in contrast, balancing the supreme public demand for their presence with an equally powerful, uncompromising desire to preserve the sacred nature of their personal vows. The countdown is officially underway, and as the summer days tick forward, the excitement surrounding this extraordinary pair continues to reach a fever pitch, setting the stage for a revelation that will undoubtedly echo through the annals of pop culture history. The absolute wall of silence surrounding the imminent nuptials of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce has transformed what would normally be a standard celebrity celebration into a masterclass in operational security, creating a standard of privacy that has rarely been witnessed in the modern entertainment industry. As the highly anticipated date of July 3rd approaches, the couple has taken extraordinary and extreme measures to ensure that not a single unauthorized detail slips out to the public, turning their upcoming wedding into a fortress of confidentiality. At the heart of this defensive strategy is an unprecedented legal mechanism that has completely redefined the boundaries of traditional wedding etiquette, generating an intense debate among cultural commentators and legal experts alike. Multiple reliable sources have confirmed that every single individual who has been fortunate enough to receive an invitation to this exclusive event is being legally required to sign a strict non-disclosure agreement before any specific information regarding the logistics, timing, or venue is released to them. This stringent requirement does not apply merely to distant acquaintances or professional colleagues. Rather, it has been extended to include closest friends, extended family members, and the couple's inner circle, leaving absolutely no exceptions to the rule of total secrecy. The digital workflow of this process is remarkably efficient, with insiders revealing that once a guest officially submits their tentative RSVP, they are immediately sent a secure digital link containing the comprehensive legal contract, which explicitly forbids them from discussing or sharing any details about the wedding with any outside entity. This legal dragnet has effectively created an ironclad seal around the celebration, ensuring that anyone who wishes to bear witness to their union must first pledge their absolute silence under the penalty of severe legal and financial repercussions. While some traditionalists argue that demanding such binding legal agreements from loved ones takes the concept of privacy to an uncomfortable extreme, others recognize it as an unfortunate necessity for a couple whose daily lives are constantly interrupted by a level of global fame that borders on mass hysteria. To further minimize the risk of electronic interception or digital leaks, The music icon has entirely abandoned the traditional method of mailing physical invitations or sending paper stationery through standard courier services. Instead, she has taken the highly personal yet deeply strategic step of inviting her guests and celebrity companions completely by phone, personally placing direct voice calls to each individual on the highly vetted guest list. During these confidential telephone conversations, the singer deliberately avoids disclosing the exact geographical location of the ceremony or providing a specific calendar date for the event, choosing instead to instruct her invitees to simply keep their schedules entirely open for the duration of the summer months. This meticulous approach ensures that even if a guest were to inadvertently mention the conversation to an outsider, they would possess absolutely no actionable data or concrete details that could be leaked to the aggressive tabloid media or dedicated fan forums. However, despite these exhaustive efforts to maintain an impenetrable perimeter of secrecy, a series of tantalizing theories and conflicting reports have managed to surface, creating a whirlwind of speculation regarding the actual setting for the historic event. A major wave of excitement was triggered when an initial report suggested that the couple had selected one of the most legendary and iconic structures in the world to host their celebration: the world-famous Madison Square Garden located in the absolute center of Midtown Manhattan. According to internal financial leaks, the global pop star allegedly splurged an astronomical $3 million to secure the massive multi-purpose arena for a consecutive 3-day period. A spectacular arrangement that would provide ample time for an extensive technical setup, the main wedding ceremony, and a comprehensive cleanup operation. For a venue that has hosted historic sporting events and legendary musical performances for decades, transforming its massive interior into a romantic private wedding sanctuary would represent an unprecedented logistical feat, requiring hundreds of specialized workers and an absolute shutdown of the surrounding public spaces. The mere rumor of a multi-day wedding event at Madison Square Garden immediately sent shockwaves through the local business community, sparking widespread anxiety and vocal concerns among commercial operators in the immediate vicinity of the arena. Innumerable bars, upscale lounges, and popular restaurants that rely on the heavy, predictable foot traffic generated by the stadium's regular events expressed deep worry over the potential loss of revenue that could result from the intense security cordons and street closures necessary to protect a celebrity gathering of this magnitude. Many local proprietors claimed they had received absolutely zero official communication or advanced warning from city officials regarding an upcoming event that would fundamentally disrupt their daily business operations and restrict public access to their storefronts. This mounting neighborhood panic, however, may have been entirely intentional, as a separate network of highly placed insiders subsequently alleged that the widely publicized Madison Square Garden rumor was actually a brilliant and deliberately manufactured distraction plot. According to this alternative perspective, the entire narrative surrounding the $3 million arena rental was a sophisticated counterintelligence maneuver designed to draw the attention of international paparazzi media helicopters and overzealous fans to a highly visible public location, while the actual ceremony takes place in complete tranquility at an entirely different, heavily guarded private venue. This chess-like strategy highlights the sheer scale of the planning involved, demonstrating that the couple is willing to deploy immense financial resources and complex organizational misdirection just to secure a few hours of uncompromised intimacy. Amidst this thick fog of deliberate misinformation, a few concrete details regarding the internal dynamics of the guest list have managed to crystallize, providing a fascinating glimpse into the elite social circle that will surround the couple on their big day. It has been confirmed that the total number of attendees is being kept remarkably limited given the global stature of the bride and groom, with a strict policy implemented that explicitly prevents standard guests from bringing a +1 companion to the festivities. This controversial decision was made to ensure that every single person present in the room is personally known to and deeply trusted by the bride and groom, eliminating the risk of an unverified stranger capturing unauthorized photos or leaking personal moments to the outside world. While the overall guest count remains a closely guarded secret, the identities of those selected to play a central role in the bridal party have slowly emerged, revealing a star-studded lineup of Hollywood royalty and longtime confidantes. The legendary singer has reportedly asked her closest celebrity peers to serve as her official bridesmaids, a prestigious group that prominently features her lifelong friend and fellow entertainment powerhouse Selena Gomez, alongside international supermodel Gigi Hadid, both of whom have stood firmly by her side through various chapters of her historic career. The presence of these high-profile figures ensures that the bridal party itself will possess an unparalleled level of glamour, even as they operate under the same strict mandates of total confidentiality that govern the rest of the guest list. As the pieces of this complex puzzle slowly begin to align, the tension between public expectation and private reality continues to build to an unbearable level, transforming the final weeks of preparation into a high-stakes waiting game. The narrative of this summer wedding is not merely a story of romance, it is a fascinating chronicle of a modern cultural phenomenon, illustrating the extreme lengths to which contemporary icons must go to reclaim ownership over their personal milestones in an age of total digital visibility. The world remains utterly transfixed by this unfolding spectacle, waiting with bated breath to see whether the couple's elaborate protective measures will successfully withstand the relentless pressure of global curiosity, or if the sheer gravity of their fame will eventually breach the fortress they have so carefully constructed. To fully understand the true depth of this historic moment, one must look far beyond the immediate glamour of secret summer dates and complex legal agreements to recognize that this impending union represents the absolute convergence of two extraordinary journeys that have redefined contemporary American culture. For the iconic songstress, this period of immense personal transformation arrives at the exact moment she has reached the absolute pinnacle of her professional career, achieving a historic milestone that forever cements her legacy in the annals of artistic achievement. Just days before her solitary stroll through Manhattan, she achieved a monumental breakthrough by becoming the youngest woman in history to be officially inducted into the prestigious Songwriters Hall of Fame, a crowning validation that elevates her from a reigning pop superstar to an immortal pillar of musical composition. This profound honor recognizes decades of relentless dedication to her craft, celebrating her unique ability to capture the collective emotional landscape of a generation through the power of verse and melody. Far from slowing down after reaching such unprecedented heights, her work ethic has remained characteristically fierce throughout the month, as evidenced by her dazzling appearance at the highly anticipated global premiere of Toy Story 5 in Los Angeles, where she completely captivated the entertainment world before immediately flying back across the country to continue her packed schedule. Her boundless energy and deep connection to the city of New York were further showcased the very next afternoon, when she made a highly visible and enthusiastic appearance to cheer on the local basketball team during a thrilling Game 4 of the professional basketball finals, fully immersing herself in the vibrant, communal spirit of the city she calls home. Through all of these historic milestones and demanding public engagements, her partner has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to standing firmly by her side, navigating his own intense professional obligations to ensure he never misses a moment of her historic triumph. In the midst of a demanding mandatory minicamp with the Kansas City Chiefs in Missouri, the elite athlete did not hesitate to board a plane and fly directly to New York City, determined to support his future bride during her historic Hall of Fame induction ceremony, an act of devotion that highlights the profound mutual respect that anchors their relationship. This constant, seamless balancing act between the highest levels of professional sports and the absolute summit of global entertainment illustrates the unique strength of a partnership where both individuals are deeply secure in their own monumental success while remaining fiercely dedicated to celebrating each other's victories. His own journey through the ranks of professional football has been nothing short of legendary, characterized by multiple championship titles, record-breaking statistics, and a charismatic public persona that has successfully transcended the boundaries of sports to establish him as a major force in mainstream media. Together, they have forged a path that defies the traditional constraints of celebrity relationships, choosing to live their love story openly and authentically while maintaining an uncompromising standard of mutual protection and personal integrity. The true significance of their upcoming marriage lies in this shared capacity to thrive under the most intense spotlight imaginable, transforming what could easily be an overwhelming burden of public scrutiny into a powerful source of shared strength and artistic inspiration. As they count down the final days toward their secretive July 3rd ceremony, the world is witnessing the creation of a modern cultural legacy, a beautifully synchronized union of two fiercely independent icons who have chosen to build a private sanctuary together amidst the roaring noise of global fame. Their journey serves as a powerful testament to the possibility of finding genuine, lasting connection in an era of absolute digital exposure, proving that even the most visible public figures can protect the sacred boundaries of their inner lives when guided by true love and meticulous planning. From the quiet, historic sidewalks of Greenwich Village to the massive, legendary stages of the world's most famous arenas, every step they take together is being recorded as a defining chapter in contemporary entertainment history. A grand love story that continues to captivate the imagination of millions across the globe. As the final hours tick away and the summer heat deepens over Manhattan, the anticipation surrounding this extraordinary event has transformed into a collective celebration of their resilience, their historic achievements, and the beautiful future they are about to officially build together. The story of their union is ultimately a story of triumph, a brilliant reminder that even under the unyielding gaze of the entire world, true romance can still find a way to flourish, conquer, and endure for the ages.